Hello gamers, you've asked for it and you shall receive it. The mighty, okay I'm joking, the outdated is7, but experimental equipment though, because I am a cheater that uses everything to my advantage. But let's see what we can do with the is7. Now a lot of people always ask is7 or 277, and it's pretty simple. I mean, is7 has more HP, and is7 has probably the better turret, and the hull armor can be a bit trolly as well. But the is7 neither has DPM nor penetration on its ammo. I mean, it has 250 on its AP, which is fine, and then it has 303 on the APCR against the 277's 340, I think it is, on the heat, and better DPM on the 277 as well. is7 is like this kind of beginner-friendly tank, but as soon as you are kind of better at the game or have a slight understanding, the 277 is just far superior, to be honest. Doesn't mean that the is7 can't work, but it does mean to me that the is7 has this gun which is extremely annoying to play with very often. We always go here in the beginning from this side because it yields us with a free shot of damage in, let's say, 80% of the cases. And the E5 speaking out, I mean, we don't hit this cupola. The SMX is pushing really close to the corner. For some mysterious reason, he is on reload though. He has a 780 friend, which I don't know where his 780 friend actually is. There he is, he's holding the corner. I'm gonna try to side trade. Give me a second. We don't connect that one either. Which is unfortunate, of course, that we don't pen that. We could try and find a shot here against the AMX. He's probably... That was a bad shot by me. On towards this cupola. I would need the 780 to try and side scrape this against me. He, however, will not be. Means I can try and find a cupola shot again on the AMX. is7 gun being is7 gun. What can I do about it? What can I change about it? Absolutely nothing is what you can change about it. Nothing is what you can do about it. It's just the way the is7 gun works. So we do get our second shot of damage there. The mouse is pushing up, already coming in with the shot. He misses, thankfully. Thank God. An already miss. Unbelievable in this day and age. I'm kind of waiting for the MX to shoot so I can try and pen the mouse third. Again, if this was a 277, I would pen that 90% sure, because it has enough pen to punch straight through that layer of armor that the mouse possesses. Now looking for the E5 cupola. I take one, that is okay. Won't use the repair kit here either, but I will be giving the shot to the E5. Already shoots again. I'm driving forward to dodge it. Kinda works out. The MX is now coming to pick up the Rhino though, which I have to be careful about. The Crown's now starting to pressure up. The E5 is speaking. Can't really do much about that with the Rhino rack being in the way. And yeah, it's 2023 meta tank, 2022 meta tank against a 2017 meta tank. I'm usually not going to be winning this whatsoever. Don't pen his cupola there either, that's unfortunate. It's sad, makes me cry. Another RD shell coming in. This time it just flat out misses me, thankfully. I'm gonna be going with the Crown here to pressure up this area of the map, because it's just really the mouse sitting there. Now I hope that the Crown kills the E5. He does so. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. The Crown seems to be gaming. If the mouse turret is flat, we can pen it. And we do that. 480 on towards him. 2.5k damage. And the is7 is one of these tanks that can work, but God, does it need an extremely long game to actually achieve. It needs an extremely long game to actually achieve anything. Because you are going to be missing a ton of shots. You will be. It is... not uncommon for the is7 to miss numerous shots in a row. And it's one of the reasons why I don't really like playing this tank anymore. I think the gun... I feel like the way it works for me, if this gun had... cannot pen the lower plate of the MX there either though. I do have some HP to play around with. Could try to snap a cupola. I fail at that. Already coming in again. Bro, this GW, like, he hates my guts, bro. Like, I'm telling you, he hates my guts. He hates the is7. Once upon a time in a magical fairyland, he got owned by an is7, and now he's gonna do everything in his world that is possible to take down this is7. So I do 3k here. I'm gonna tell you, if I was in a tank that was better, if I was in a tank that actually had some DPM or pen, I would probably have more damage. Bro, that's insane, man. Like, he really hates me in his GW, doesn't he? Like, he really, really hates me. It's... I don't know what I did to him, dude. Like, maybe I stole some food from him or something. Like, I don't know. Because, like... God, he hates me. He does hate me. So the 268 dies on the other side. I don't really want to go for the Mino, because I feel like the Shitbinder is going to pen him and kill him. Which makes me not inclined to go for it. The Progetto is very low HP though, and it's a very sad realization. Maybe we get some assists on him, but I think we're gonna go on an adventure here towards the ID player in his GW to, how to say hello. Let's put it that way. We know where he is. I don't even know how the Progetto made it there. Now we definitely know where he is. The Minotauro killed the Crando. Progetto gives me one on this crossing. I particularly do not care. I want the ID player. Like, I really do want the ID player. But I can feel like him trying to run around the other corner to try and dodge me. So I'm gonna do this. I'm telling you, man. He probably has... Hello! What's up, buddy? Here, blow yourself up, dude. Come on, blow yourself up. There you go, buddy. Beautiful. Well done, man. Getting revenge on the AD player is always a good feeling, to be honest. Making himself blow up, that's just bonus points at that point in time, to be honest. Not a great first game on the is7, but this is not a 5k tank, this is a 4.5k tank IMO, so starting it off with a battle like this is not uncommon whatsoever. Also playing against a lot of hard tanks that are 1-for-1, all better than mine. I think everything there on the heavy side was a better tank than what I had. Yeah. They either have better alpha or other better statistics that they can play from. Let's see my dear beta RD player. I don't know. I don't know what I did to the man. I don't know why he's angry. Well, anyways, we'll move on. Oh, Ghost down. Low tier. Well, low tier. That's what I call low tier. Tier 9, tier 10. I've talked about this. My favorite MM, especially without the ID, because there's so much HP in this, 28k. And you're also playing against tanks that you can actually pretty easily play against, such as, you know, Motion, 15p, 50p. Like, really, any of their tier 9s are not really hard for me to play against and potentially have a good battle against even. So we're going to be taking that. And we could try something a little bit more risky here. I am not sure if this would work though. It really depends on my heavies if they would be covering me. And it is hard in an is7. Pushing the hold on straight is one of the few things that I will say is never a good play. I'm gonna try it though because you never know, right? Sometimes you gotta remind yourself about the play to know that the play doesn't work. We do have a CS63 actually going straight behind this hold down. I don't know where he's going. We also have a VZ132A. Ooh, there was yeah, some guys in those bushes there. Okay, this way to drive was not the way. We do, however, have this. Buddy, I think you tried to ready up in your tier 9 VZ heavy, but you readied up in your tier 9 VZ light. Those two things are not the same. I mean, they both have VZ in the name, but I don't really think that you can be like playing those the same way. I'm telling you, man, if this is a higher pen gun, bro. If this is a higher pen gun, we are very much chilling. That is what I would like to point out. If this was a higher pen gun, we would be very much chilling against the Martian as well. We got a good shot there against the Chieftain Piece, Cupola. Not too much to worry about there. Amax is also really afraid and doesn't want to play here, so that's another beautiful thing to realize. Was a good shot. Slightly too high though. I understand that the Mino wants to peek as well, but we gotta peek. We gotta be able to peek together. I will still shoot this Cupola though. I mean, why not? I like that the Mino is not really like, how to say, making it impossible for me to peek. He peeking at an angle, which is a good team play, and I like that. Thank you for that, Mr. Mino. I'm also backing off after my shot so I can give my shot, and then I will just peek, shoot, then I will go back. I will let the Mino shoot again, because I tend not to be an asshole when hugging positions. Especially because he wasn't an asshole to me either, so why would I be an asshole to him? It's like, why would I be? Like, it doesn't make sense. I might even try to do this thingy here, which is use this wreck as my mobile shield. I had the gun of the VZ. Look, because it was like this, the gun on the VZ was inside my wreck, inside my tank, which actually made it so I didn't pen the shot. Is that infuriating? Yes. Do I sometimes hate this gun? Hell yes. For sure. Every day. Whenever I play the is7, after 1 or 2 games, I'm like, this gun is disgusting. As in awful and not fun to play with. But we do have a pretty good little hold down shield here that we are taking on a bit of an adventure. Good shot from the 50 TP though. We aim it fully. What did he hit? Does he see my... Yeah, he sees my plates. Okay. You can actually see the plates. So this wreck is like just slightly too... how would I say it? Slightly too low. It's last second adjustment though. I mean, my T95 is now showing up. It's pretty cool. I love T95s. Because usually they have this... this over angle. Usually have this I push down syndrome. What is behind me is all another 50 TP. Okay. Kind of hard to see properly when I'm just looking for it. This is again. This was over angled. Jesus, his micro adjustments are really owning me. It was indeed over angled, but the simple fact that the 50 TP needs to really face frontally to be able to play against you. Nice shot there from the Chieftain Proto. It's amazing that he even hit that in that tank, because I don't know if you've ever played the Chieftain Proto, but that thing is actually a pile of shit. To be honest, I've been marking the VZ114 recently, so I know all about piles of shit because I've been playing one of them. I gotta be careful here because we're like even on HP. We're like not really up. We're winning this game. I have the yak bouncer there. Aim, 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 aim. Give him a shot. We do get the pen there. I think I'm gonna go back now and shoot a Chieftain Proto. Actually, if I peek out from this, I can get shot by the T30, which is something that I don't want. Yeah, pretty good game already. I mean, 4.8, Chillings, Chieftain Proto. Where was this? I don't know where it was. I saw him for a second and realized that I had the angle, and then, yeah, well, he was out of run there. I guess we're both hitting bullshit shots now. I think he realized that I see him. Hello. Never hitting another is7. Don't worry, bro. Never. Not today. Okay, dude. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not Saturday. Sunday. You know, any of those days really. It's just not happening with an is7. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? It seems like they have a party behind that rock though, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna repick the Chieftain Proto either. Kinda hoping for my CS to push 0 line, but these positions the enemy team are pretty hard to deal with. I wonder where this Rhino is. I feel like I really don't know where he is. I'm also kinda hoping that T30 gets spotted shooting from there, so I can shoot him back. But it doesn't seem to be happening either. I am spotted, however, which means that T30 is there. Still, chilling, sitting, waiting. And I cannot pick this. I could start driving back if I wanted to. However, I think hoping that my guys kill the corner is indeed the best play here. Maybe crossing towards the Leo would be... you have to go wide enough that not to be spotted from the balcony though. Or we just cross towards the guys in the corner and help the Type 61 clean it up for some free damage. I mean, free damage is a big word, but... yeah... This will be a hard fight still. 963, he should be a definite 2-shot for me in his gorilla. The issue is that I need to push up kind of far and deep to be able to deal with this guy though. I gave my first shot there. He's gonna wide peek me or try to. I'm pushing the wreck against him to really fuck him over. We got a good pen there against him. Now the SRV is looking this way. The good thing about this is that we're out of render for the guys in the back. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. Gonna ram into that. So we clean up the corner here, which was pretty good. Using the wreck to violate the gorilla was also a success. Let's put it that way. M60's on the K line, T30's on the K line, Rhino's on the K line. It's a group party over there. I can most definitely aim for 3 more sentries. Actually, I can definitely push up against it. I'll take that pen though. It's 6.8 in the is7. It's like 10k on another tank, bro. I'm not even joking. It's basically 10k on anything else. I mean, not really, not quite, but it's not too far off. So I'm gonna push up here as well with my Leo friends. The first I'm gonna watch if the Rhino tries to overpeak, or the T30, because the T30 is soon now. I give the T30 a nice shot, the PTA will finish the Leo. I wasn't even spotted. Okay, interesting. But I do get some free damage out of this, so all is good in the world. The PTA is now running away. The wonderful is7 gun. We'll wait until this spot here and go back into the bush. And we're out of ammo. We're gonna be out of ammo this game probably. If it keeps going like this. What can I do about this? Absolutely nothing, bros. Absolutely nothing. I only have 2 HE shells as well. It's not like I have an abundance of high explosive ammo that's making this harder for me. I could find a shot against the Chieftain Proto. I do find it, but now I'm afraid I'm gonna get peeked by the T30. We still have 5 seconds to dodge, okay, so I'm fine. Because the Chieftain P died. The Rhino's clearing 1-2 for some mysterious reason. I can kill the T30 now. He's just 432, so definitely kill him. The T30. Take out the T30, and now it's the hunt to find the PTA. Actually, if I could do so, that would be epic. We have a lot of downhill speed though with the is7, which is what we do have. What do we not have is really effective hull armor most of the time. Power to weight, penetration, DPM. But we have a good turret though. We have a good turret. And we can arm really well when we hit something. And there is my PTA. He's immediately getting owned by my boys from the back though. Just want to get my 1 shot. Gun depression is something I also do not have, but we'll take this. 8.5. There's some shitty shooting as well. Could have been 10k if I hit everything this game. Actually could have been if I hit everything without missing, because I missed a few times on the 50 TP, which costed me a little bit of damage on him. So I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. It's a really good game for the is7 though. Yeah. Don't know what else to say about it. It's a really good game. So nice tanker as well. 8.5k. 28 shots, 25 pens, 19. All around, good battle. Good battle. Saves the session as well, you know, you have an 8.5k. You're always going to have a good average at the end, basically. I guess, yeah, well, that's an 8.5k. So, we take those. We take those. But yeah, the is7 is one of those tanks I think you play when you really just want to, I don't know, man, experience some old meta. And it is kind of true what some people say, is that it is rewarding to play something that is not as great and do well with it. But I think at the same time it can also be really frustrating to play something that is not that great and just constantly be struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling. It's yeah, those kind of things. Let's go hill. Let's go to the hill and pray that my team win it. In my team win it, I can actually have a pretty good time, to be honest, on it. Well, let's see. We have a chieftain as well. I mean, if we look at the lineup from both teams, we have a triple S-Hunk and a chief. The triple S-Hunk is not that great for the hill, but they don't really have fast tanks either to match up against that. We also have the double lion, EBR against EBR. It should be about even normally for the hill and who gets to take it. Unless the enemy EBR went on it, of course. And the downhill speed here really helping us out to pass the 1 mark chieftain. And then there's an object 268 here. Now that makes things slightly more difficult. The V4 fire, the chieftain is going on the hill actually, which most of them are actually going to fire on except for the IS4. I saw the EBR come, I wait for the EBR to come, I shoot the EBR. I mean, you could kind of see him on the peripheral vision, I think it's called, then he was coming, also on the minimap, which I didn't see. I saw it in my peripheral vision that he was coming, so I decided to wait for that, because you know, he's trying to run away. Don't know why he wouldn't try. Woo! Buddy! You're a bit of a snapper, aren't you? Snappity, old boy. I mean, I hope we could alternate here between us. That would be very epic. If the chieftain allows me to alternate with him, I'm going to be very happy. There's nothing more annoying than people hogging positions. And this man doesn't seem to be doing it, so it's fine. I don't have the gunner pressure inside his back off. Maybe now he lets me peek the other way. I missed that though, unfortunately. Don't really want to peek this way now. My chieftain friend is not picking it that good either, by the way. We can try this position, although I don't know if it works for this. I could try it though. This is something new I've been trying recently. I have no clue if it's actually like legitimate or not. Like I really don't have a clue if it's legitimate. I do know that people do not have the gun elevation to really shoot back at you, which means you can kind of peek like this and find flat plates. So it is interesting. If it's reliable, I have no clue, my dudes. This is just something to inform you of that it does exist. I don't think I've seen anybody. I don't think I've ever seen anybody outside of myself do this, actually, ever. So there is that. But you can see that you can wedge yourself up against the hill and get shots that way. Surely you're gonna tumble over at least once while figuring this out. But it is a way for me to. They found the shot, I think, on me. I think they found the shot on me. Maybe attack with more gunner pressure would do slightly better here. But yeah, the ammo rack on the IS4 kind of saves it. Okay, I think we found out the limitations of a specific peak. Right there. I do think we've found the limitations of it between you and me. I can shoot the first here though. I finish him off. Pretty good stuff there. I'm almost tempted to go. Ramming the first to you does not seem like a good idea actually. You're gonna see on the hill. Yeah, that 1-1B, I forgot about him. Luckily enough, I have the experimental equipment, which reduces my reload reduction by 50%. And you may think, wow, that's crazy. That's because it is crazy. That is the god honest answer to it. Without the samurai, this would have been a 4K battle so far, I think. But yeah, we'll take that Amarak. Even kind of showed you like a semi-new position that you can use a little bit. Like for a surprise peek, I don't think you can continue peeking it, but that's a different story. All in all, I'm happy with the game that we got. I don't think the 1-1B is happy with his role though. And yeah, 15-5 here, 15-4 actually. Finishing it off, pretty good overall if you think about it. Actually gonna be a good session because of the big game that we had, and just showing you some is7 gameplay. This is a higher tank. It's not really recommended. It's going to be a struggle in a lot of games, but it can be pretty cool. It's up to you. I mean, this could do with some love. Let's put it that way. It definitely could do with a little bit of love. But yeah, 5.4. The Chieftain does out damage us. What a surprise, right? What a surprise. Minus 45k. Again, not using personal boosters or clan boosters. And the session is 5.8k on the i7. Does the 8k influence this a lot? Yeah, it does. But overall, 3 good games though. And as always, hope you guys enjoyed them. I used the experimental on this. I think I would still try HP Turbo Rammer because the gun sucks anyways. And you play it within 100 meters of the enemy is where it does best. You could also try HP Stabs Rammer, but the Turbo is really nice on the i7. And then again, the HP is also really nice. So like you kind of want stamps, but like the other equipments have valued slightly more. Then for the field mods on the i7, I take the all-terrain suspension here. Sometimes I don't recommend it because it does mean you can get tracked in one shot. It's kind of preference. Aiming circle size is pretty standard. The extra view range and then the plus forward speed. And I have nothing here. I could take slightly less HP for the dispersion or slightly more HP for more dispersion, but I don't really value it, so I'd take neither of the two. For Clan Wars, you would always be taking the extra HP though. Anyways, gamers, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys all for a very nice one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.